Goodness of God in the key of G. This will be a very quick tutorial lesson explaining the breakdown of the song, the chords involved, and just how to play through those different sections. So we'll be in the key of G. In the description I'll post a link for the chart that we'll be using, or that I'll be referencing for the lesson, with the lyrics, and you'll be able to see where chords fit in relation to lyrics. So there are 5 chords that they use in the song, or 5 main chords. The first chord is G major, so we do G and D in the left hand, and then we do G, A, B, and D in the right hand. That's G add 9. It's your first chord. The second chord that you'll find in the song is a C. So we can do a C add 9, or on this chart there's a C, it says C2, C suspended 2. C suspended 2 would be that, C, D, and G. But you can make it a C add 9 if you want to. So then you'll play C, D, E, and G. Just depends on what you want the song to sound like. So the chords are up to preference. So we have that, your C chord. Then the next chord we'll have is a E minor. E minor, we can do the G major triad over the E in the bass. So in the bass I have E, B, and E. In the left hand, or in the right hand, I have a G, G, A, B, and D. If you want to play a normal G, it's fine. Normal G triad over the E minor. It's up to preference. And then we also have the D major, F sharp, D, F sharp, G, and D, and D in your bass, or your left hand. There's also a D over F sharp, which will just be changing the bass from a D to, which is the root, to the third, which is the F sharp. That's on the chart, right? So let's get going into the sections of the song. So those are your chords. The verse begins with G. I love you, Lord. G, for your mercy. C, never fails me. G. Then they do a passing down. Then they go down to the E minor. All my days, E minor. So once again from the top, I love you, Lord. That's a G, for your mercy. C, never fails me. G. All D of F sharp, my days, E minor, have been held. C, in your hands. So in this case, with a D4 on the chart, it's a D suspended 4, which is a G over the D, and then we resolve it to a D major. From the moment that I wake up, E minor, until I lay my head, C, G. I will sing, C, goodness, which is G of D, of God, and then you're back to G. So that will apply for verse 1 and 2. So we're just applying the chords that I showed you in the beginning to that section. Moving to the chorus, all my life, C. So you have your C, which you can do C add 2, or C2, which is C suspended 2, which is C, D, and E, C, D, and G. And then G. So that's all my life you have been faithful. See again, all my life you have been so G, so good. So C, with every breath that I am able, walking down to the E minor. I will sing of the goodness of God, G. So according to your chart, that would be, I will sing C, of the goodness, D, or G over D, of God, and G. Alright, on your chart there is a second repeat to that line with a bracket or 2, which takes you to the tag. So on the second time, or when you go to the tag, they don't resolve to the G, resolve to the E minor. So I will sing of the goodness of God. I will sing of the goodness of God. So that tag means for the repeat. So when you repeat that line, then you go to the E minor the second time, and that will indicate that you will repeat. So I will sing of the goodness of God, E minor, and then you repeat it one more time. I will sing C, of the goodness, so G over D, or G suspended, or D suspended 4, of God, and then you resolve to the 1 of your scale, which is the G major, or the G chord. So that's your verse and chorus. Bridge. Your goodness is running after me. So on your chart you'll see a G/B. That just means G in your right hand, or G chord with a B in the bass. So very simple. So G over B. Your goodness is running C. Running after, that's D, G. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. So that was G over B, C, D, or G over D, and then your G major. That was repeated twice, and then the third time was G over B. With my life laid down, I surrender now. G over D, and then it goes to E minor. Give you everything. G over B, your goodness is running after me. So that's your song. Everything complete. Very simple, very easy. So the first thing that you do is you learn your chords, which is your G chord, your C major chord, your D major chord, your E minor, and then just learn or just get familiar with the slash chord, which is the D over F sharp and the G over B. And other than that, there's nothing else to say about it. There are options to add grace notes to your chords. So when you play your G, you can roll them out. So instead of playing the chord straight down, you can play them in single notes and break them up. So my C chord, my G chord, my E minor chord, my D chord, G over B, Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and post comments if you need any other videos. I'll see you soon.